This is just a short video about the in-game time. This is nothing complex, nothing complicated. But I just wanted to mention that because the in-game time is an important fact for the game, because everything later will relate on that time. So what we already prepared is we have a game mode and a game state here for this map. So you can open that and go to the event graph. Authority switch, because we want to calculate the in-game time here on the server and replicate it to the clients. So I need another variable, which is the in-game time, and this is the time, datetime here. So we can use this. And then we will need another class. Maybe I will create here another function library, function library for common functions. So I will rename this into get in-game time. And of course I will have the datetime as an export and an output. In-game time. And as an import we have of course on the one hand the game time in seconds. So this one. Just it's fine. And then the other one is we need a factor how long the date or the time should be, the day should be here in the game. So we need the day length. And what we also can add here is if we want to implement some shift factor that the time is not completely started at midnight. So we can add this here also. So this is all what we need. And what we do is we just create here a local variable, which is the appended time. And set this value. And this value is, of course, the time, game time in seconds, plus, and now we have the shift factor multiplied with the day length, and the day length is also in seconds. Maybe I'll write it here, just to make it sure. And the shift factor is just a value between 1 and 0. And it means how much of the day we already we are. So 0.5 means we are at the middle of the day. Okay, we will save this here in the appending time. First of all, I will implement some sequencer here. And I need a few one because we want to calculate the day, the hours, and so on. Okay, and we want to start with the day, of course. So I will add a few variables, which is the log day, and it's an integer. And we want to calculate this. And this is, of course, we will use the appended time, this one, and divide this by the day length. So, and we will floor this once to make it an integer. And that's the first thing. and we want to recalculate then the appended time, which means we have now the first time and subtract already that time, the days of that, and this is this factor here multiplied with the day length in the seconds, this one. So this is for days, and now we continue with the hours, and yeah, of course we will do the same. So we will have the second input here, and we will use the appended time, and then divide this by the day length, but of course this one has to be first divided by 24, because now we have 24 hours per day. And we will also use the floor. And we will, in the end, again recalculate the appended time, which means we also have this one again. And now we have this one multiplied with the factor, this one. And we will continue, but let me first reorder this one so we can use it here. And we will continue with the minutes. And maybe just to make it a bit more clear, I would use this first, divide by 24 and then divide by 60. And the same again with the append time. So we will use this one, and we will have this and divide the already used time here. This is this one, and now in the end we will have this also for the seconds. And now we have the seconds, and that's fine enough for me. I don't need milliseconds or whatever, so I can go to the return node just to make sure that we have no mistake here, because if we have 0 seconds in the beginning and we want to make an daytime here from that, then we would have a year of 0, a month of 0, and day of 0, and this is not possible because this has to start with 1. And yeah, we will use this or make another offset here to make the daytime just with year 1, month 1, and day 1, and that's good enough. And yeah, if you go with the datetime and the time span here, then you wouldn't have a problem with the correct time in the end. Yeah, as you maybe already saw that I forgot this multiplier here also for the minutes. So I will use this one, of course, here and plug it in here, back here, and call the function get Ingametime, this one. So at the moment we will let the shift factor here to 0, and then we use the function get Gametime in seconds, and the day length will be another variable. And then I will set the day length in seconds maybe to 145, and then we can test it And as you can see here now, it works as intended. So the hour is going up. So in every minute you have now 1 second every minute. No, the time is now going up as intended. Thank you, and see you next time.